this is how to file the cross. But we're going to drill a hole in it first. And you don't usually use a gauge tool like this, but that's what we have with this. You have this, I have this. We can speak the same language. Get a drill bit that's this is a 14 gauge. 16 gauge doesn't fit, so it's not 15 either. It'll pass through the 14. That'll be fine. That means that we can use a 16 gauge jump ring. I don't know if you've got a drill bit that size or not, but hopefully you do. And if you don't, just pick one that's close, maybe a little bit bigger. If you try to drill this without making a dent in it first, the drill bit's going to go all over the place and it'll be hard to make a hole. So we're going to use a center punch. And this, I don't know if you played with it or not yet, but it pushes in. It's spring loaded, and then when it releases, it blows up. And you can see how it works. It's got a spring in here. I'm sure it could be taken apart, but I don't want to. I'm out on my back deck and things will go flying. And I don't want to do that. It's not too much of a concern going up and down. More you're interested in side to side. And so you want to try to get it just as centered as you can. And then leave plenty of room for the drill, for the hole, and pop. That little snap, you see, that's a center punch. Put your tool away. And I don't have room here under my camera to do this very well. Maybe if I put it over here, you can see. I don't know. I don't know if you can see or not, because I can't see the camera. Can't see what the camera sees. And I'm going to go ahead and, oh, it drifted. That's good. You see, it started right dead in the center, and then it kind of drifted over a little ways. That's not a good thing. In fact, if it drifts too far, it'll scrap the piece. But we'll try to save it. And we'll go ahead and finish drilling. Now I've got a hole in it. And I'm trying to see if you can see this. I'm peeking under the, yeah, okay. I'm peeking under my camera, under my phone. Yeah, you can see it. It's not centered. And that's, I don't know if I can rescue that or not. But to file these, we need that hole in there because we can make it all pretty, and if the hole is off center like it is right now, it might very well scrap the piece. So you want to drill the hole before you try to file it and make it pretty. And I've got this little round file. And drilling a hole in the correct place just isn't much of an option once you've already got a hole started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to file this one all the way until it's back being centered again, which is going to make for a big hole. But It might be all right. That's going to take me a while to do that, and I don't want to bore you with this video. I'm just going to continue filing this until I make it centered. As far as filing the cross itself, and I looked it up, and we should be calling these crosses unless we put Jesus on it. If it doesn't have a Jesus on it, then it's a cross. If it does have a Jesus, it's a crucifix. And I think that's probably a Catholic definition. But I also heard people last year making distinguishing between the two. Something you'll see is this looks like more rounded, and then this looks like the flatter part, and it is. And you can see that the punch pushed down in this way and kind of bulged out this side, and it left these little burrs all the way around. I would go with this side being the front because it's nicer, and then because this has got all the nastiness on it. However, something about this tool, and I'm sure yours have these too, because I made them all at the same time, there's a little dent runs right across here. And I'm not sure what's causing that. It's something in the tool and the production process, but almost all of them have it. And that right there means that that's the back. I'm not going to have that on the front. I can get rid of part of it, but I can't get rid of it completely. Oh, I suppose if I filed it enough. But anyway, the way to file these things is you want to get rid of that burr, and you want to get rid of the burr on both sides. So just take a really fine, use one of your expensive files. You've got a file like this, I believe, but it's got a wooden handle. You also have that big boxy looking file, and it's a large file. That would be a good file for this too, because it's fine tooth. You want a very fine tooth file. Cheap files will have a much coarser tooth. We want that fine tooth, and hold it so that you're not. Don't hold it at an extreme angle. Kind of keep it flat so that you're. Well, you can see sometimes I'm removing metal all the way over on the other side when this is the side I'm really working on. That's how flat you want this thing to be. And you don't want to remove a whole lot of metal. Don't remove any more than you have to. And don't worry about scratching this side over here. That's all right. It's just file scratches, and they will come out with the buffing process. And you would have to normally file that hole. And I will have to file that hole later, just a little bit, to take the burr off of it. This one doesn't take a whole lot of filing. Now, there's a little burr right there on that corner, and I'm not sure where that comes from too. I've seen that several times. But just very gently take that off. And if you don't see any more burrs, that dent right there, you could, it's pretty deep. You can see here I've taken quite a bit of metal off, and I've still got a dent there. But that's all right. I'm going to stamp it with my trademark on this side and 925, and that will remind me that this is the back. It also sets the expectation for that being the back of the piece rather than the front. But on this side, what I would normally use as the back, you can see it's got these burrs all over it. So you need to take them off. And you do that the same as you do on the front. Just hold the file fairly flat. Now, right here, I don't know if you can see that or not, but see there's a little, that's where the tool went in, right there. So I'm filing the base metal. I'm also filing the burr, but there's a little divot there. We got to file that out. We can't have that divot on there. And it's just becoming more pronounced the more we file, but it will go away eventually. We're going to lose some metal here. That's, there, it's gone. As soon as you can't see it anymore, stop. You don't want to take any more metal off than you have to. And you want to do that all the way around this. Now, on the sides here, you see how that little divot is really far it's towards the middle. And that's unfortunate, but we can file it off. The goal is to get all of those things off of there without removing so much metal that we don't have a piece of jewelry anymore. And we want to try to have this thing be as symmetrical as we can. And so we're going to try to take that, taking a lot of metal off there. But you got to get those little places off. Now, I've got it off down here, but I've taken a lot of metal off over there. So I'm going to take some more metal off on this other side just to kind of balance it up a little bit so it doesn't look asymmetrical. It's okay to have asymmetrical jewelry, but if you're going to make asymmetrical jewelry, it needs to be very pronounced. Like I did this deliberately. So go around all the way. And once you get up here in these little corners right there, it gets kind of hard to take off. Do what you can with your big flat file, and then I'll show you how to take it a little further. We'll go around the whole thing first, though. Now, I've got a couple of places here where it's, oh, I'm missing a file. Well, I bought you a round, just like a rat tail file, and I bought you a file this size. Actually, it looks more like this. It's flat on one side, but it's also round on this side instead of having that. That's why I can't use this. It'll look like this file, flat on this side, but it'll be small. And you can use the rounded side, be gentle, but go in here in these corners, and that's how you can get the rest of that burr out. I'm using my big file, and it's working out okay, but the little file might work better. But you got to get all the burr out. And if you ruin it, we'll melt it down. Don't worry about it. We're not going to ruin it on purpose. Nobody thinks that. And there's a learning curve on these, so you'll probably ruin a few of them. Now, this side over here is, I've got it dented in quite a bit, more than this side. So I'm going to come over here and even it up a little bit. We'd rather not do that, but it's better than having it asymmetrical. Now, I still got to fix that hole there, but that's how to file these. It's just oh, it's still got more right there to do. Look them over. Make sure you're done. Yeah, there we go. This one looks pretty good. It's coming out okay. I just wish the drill bit hadn't drifted. And if you need to hit it with this punch twice or even 3 times, as long as you're hitting it in the right place, uh, make that your favorite tool. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn the camera off, but I'm going to go ahead and enter or center this up, and then I'll put it on a buffing wheel. I'll stamp it first, 925. I suppose I should do that so that you can, what it's going to do, when I stamp it, you're going to see a little place on the opposite side. And when you see that place on the opposite side, just take the file like that and file it off. And so it doesn't show through that you stamped it on the back side. But that's, hopefully you can still see it. Yeah, okay. That's how you file these.